I know, boys. Yeah! Good on you, Thomas Burgess! Good on you, Tommy! South Sydney! Yes! Yes! Go! Yes! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! Go! Go! Yes! 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 Go! Yeah! Yeah! Good on you, Joy! Let's go, boys! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! Go! Go! Yes! Yes! G'day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my very first NRL 2025 NRL tipping video. Today we will be going over only the first two games of the preseason challenge in round 1 of 3. Yes, the preseason challenge for this year is a bit different. It's spread across 3 weeks or 3 rounds. The first round has only got 2 games only, and they all feature the 4 Vegas teams in the Sharks, Warriors, Raiders, and the Panthers, who will be taking on each other in Las Vegas in just a couple weeks to start the 2025 NRL campaign. But it's just great to have some rugby league finally back. It's been so long. It's been like a long 4 to 5 month stretch with no rugby league action, but the season's just upon us in just a few short weeks. But anyways, before we get there, we've got to go through the preseason challenge first, where all 17 teams this time will compete each other to win $100,000 for their club. The concept for it is really ridiculous. I think this concept should be scrapped, and the trials should be played as it usually should have been before the concept of the preseason challenge was counted to since 2022. But it is what it is. But anyways, guys, we will be only going over the first 2 games only this week, and then starting next week we'll go over the full round 2 and then the round 3 for the preseason challenge the following week after that. But anyways, guys, before getting into the video, if you guys are new around here, you'll be really much if you do subscribe to the channel, like the video as well. Clicking that subscribe button will definitely help out with the channel. The goal for this year is to get to 2,000 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can get there as soon as we can. But welcome to the very first NRL tipping video on this channel in 2025, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the only 2 trial games we've got happening on Friday and Saturday respectively this week, and they both emanating from Sharks Stadium, so the home of the Cronulla Sharks, and quite fitting as well. The first game that will be happening between the 4 teams this week will be the Sharks taking on the Warriors at Sharks Stadium on Friday, 7:30 p.m. kickoff, or kicking off at 8 o'clock. I don't know how this is going to work. Now, before I get into reveal what the team list is, I'm just going to explain how this preseason challenge will work. So how it will work is, when a team wins, they will get 12 points automatically. A draw between the 2 teams will be 6 points, and if a team loses, duckade. But there's also 3 bonus points, one each, that each team can get as well. 1 bonus point for scoring 5 or more tries, another one for scoring 5 line breaks or getting 5 line breaks or more, and of course the last one is getting 10 or more offloads as well. So maximum of 15 points, or maximum 15 points for each team that can win and get the bonus points as well. Losing sides will only get a maximum of 3 points with the bonuses, and then when the team's drawn, you can get a maximum of 9 points. So good luck to all the 17 teams in the preseason challenge, but even though I think this concept is so stupid. But anyways, Sharks Warriors first up on the Friday, the only one on the Friday. We'll go through the team list for both the teams. So they will have at least up to like 25 players or more, because the preseason challenge is unlimited interchanges. You can change every player as much as you want, and there's no golden point either. So once it's 80 minutes done, it's a draw. No golden point, which is good to see. But anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get into the team list for the Sharks Warriors. And of course, we will start with the home team as always. So for the Sharks first, we have at fullback William Kennedy. The wingers, we have Sino Katoa and Samuel Stone Street. The centers are Mafri Hawate and Kao Iro. So that's the back line for the Sharks. The halves are Daniel Atkinson and, sorry if I butchered these names wrong as well, I can't always get every name correct, Niwati Peru. I think Trindle and Hines will not be playing because I think one or both could be representing the All-Stars for next, which is taking place on the 15th next week. In the forward pack, we have Braden Hayem Uele and Thomas Hazelton as the props. Jaden Bezrel as the hooker. Seinak Sefoa Talakai and Billy Burns are the back row, and Organ Kafusi is the starting lock. On the interchange bench, so we'll just do the bench first. We have Hopera Peru, Tuhu Tapua, Lachlan Crouch, Blake Hosking wraps up the 1-17, and then on the reserves, number 18 we have Chris Filieli, Kyle Pickering, Michael Gabriel, Brad Furling, Taj Ford, Riley Pollard, Eli Clark, Kristen Dixon, Felix Fatili, and the last one is Samuel Mikola. Oh, like I said, guys, I apologize if I butcher these names wrong. And that's for the Warriors. We'll go through their squad now. So the Warriors, we have C&K, Charles Nickel Clockster at fullback. The wingers are Dalian Witania Lisiak and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. The centers are Ali Liata, Adam Pompey are the centers. The halves are Tadare Martin and Luke Metcalf. The props are the Warriors' newest acquisition in James Fisher-Harris, who has signed for the next 4 years and is a 4-peat premiership winner. So he brings a lot of finals experience to the Warriors, should the Warriors make the finals this year. Obviously, we're not referencing what I'm saying is irrelevant to this trial game, but just stating a few facts. And Mitchell Barnett, who's also the captain for this game as well for the Warriors. Both are the starting props. Wade Egan is the starting hooker. Jacob LeBen and Kurt Capewell are the back row. Excuse me. And Aaron Clark, who came from the Titans, is the starting lock at number 13 for the Warriors. On the bench, we have Dimitri Muguna, Batana Nyirakora, Mola Graham Tafua, and Silo Kali, I think it's Kali, are the 1-17. And on the reserves, we have Edward Cosey, Luke Hanson, Jet Cleary, who came from the Panthers, the brother and younger brother of Nathan Cleary, Tane Tuapiki, Dion Amita Yona, Bunny Afua, Eddie Emiri Taruva, Ava, Samuel Healy, and Dylan Walker. Tanner Stower Smith and Freddie Lussick rounds up the Warriors squad. So on paper, both these squads do have strong sides, and I think this will be the only trial game that both of these teams will pick a strong start. Like most of the starting first grades will play in this one, and I think for next week's games, and then the one after that, I don't think they'll play any of their main players, but we'll see what will happen. And this will be quite a good game to start with. For this game, though, I reckon the Warriors have the strongest side, but I think the Sharks will win this one. I think the Sharks are going to win this one by 8. We'll go scoreline of... We will go 30-22. So Sharks to win by 8 and to pick a try scorer for both teams as well. For the Sharks, we will go Sana Katoa. And for the Warriors, we will go Dallin, Watenia, and Lisiak to both score for their respective clubs. So Sharks to win this one, 30 points to 22. Sharks win by 8. Alright, now we move into our second and final pre-season challenge game of round 1 for this week. We have the Panthers taking on the Raiders, kicking off at 7:30 p.m. also at Sharks Stadium, but on Saturday, as I thought these two games were playing on the same day, but they're actually not. They're playing separate times, and I wonder why this game's been played at Sharks Stadium as well, rather than like at somewhere around Parramatta, where Panthers are currently based for the next couple of years. Which is a bit strange, but it is what it is. And we'll go through the Panthers squad first. So at fullback for the Panthers, we have Dane Laurie. The wingers are Jesse McLean and Casey McLean. So the McLean brothers are the starting wingers. In the centres, we have Sina Fauna and Asu Kapoa, who came from the West Tigers, are the centres. Jack Cole and Brad Snyder are the halves. Obviously, Cleary, I don't think Cleary will play in either of the trial games, as he's still touch and go with whether he's going to make it to Vegas or not. I believe he will. In the forwards, we have Laurent Pata and Preston Bricky as the props. Luke Summerton as the starting hooker. Maverick Geyer and Isaiah Papali'i, who came from the West Tigers, starts in the back row. Matthew Eisenhuth is the starting lock. And on the bench, we have Trent Tolua, Harrison Hassan, John Sagaga, I guess that's how you say it. Riley Wake rounds up the 117. And then on the reserves, we have Zach Lamont, Nico Apoli, David Fale, Fala Loretti, I think that's how you say it, Latoy rather, Billy Scott, Jackson Eager, Zach Lipo Wick, Samuel Lane, Billy Phillips, and Nick Murphy rounds up the Panthers squad. And as for the Raiders, we have at fullback Chevy Stewart. On the wings, we have Michael Osomuna and Jed Stewart. In the centres, we have Albert Hopewade and Mania Waiter. I think that's how you say his name. Like I said, guys, I apologise if I butcher any of these names. Some of them are really hard to pronounce. Adam Cook and Ethan Sanders are the half pairing. Jordan Martin and the newest acquisition, he was at the Raiders last year, Vasily Solo are the starting props. Owen Paddy is the starting hooker. Sesame Sagali and Matthew Nicholson are the back rowers. And at lock we have Miles Martin. On the bench we have Ethan Alira and Isaac Tupuliu, who came from the Rabbitohs, formerly known as Isaac Thompson. Regan Carr and Mark Topili rounds up the 1-17. And then for the reserves, we have Keon Skips, Jensen Tomupiu, Jalen Afina Massa Salga, Peter Tautia, Sean Packer, Jake Clydesdale, Joe Roddy, Noah Martin, Atala Moretta, Mitchell Prest, and Jackson Lavender rounds up the 1-28 or reserves for the Canberra Raiders. So this one's going to be another great game to watch as well, with a mixture of first graders and reserve players and New South Wales Cup players from the Raiders as well. So it's good to see. Not many experience for the Panthers, because obviously they want to rest majority of their main players, or even all of them, for the big one when they head over to Vegas to play against the Sharks in just a few short weeks. But for this game, I'm actually going to pick the Raiders for this one. I reckon the Raiders will just get in to beat the Panthers. I know we all think that Panthers, despite having pretty much no first graders, or majority of no first graders in this game, and how their reserves have been going for the last few years as well. But I think that Raiders will just squeeze in to win this one 22-18. Raiders to win by 4. And with a try scorer, we're going to go Ethan Sanders. So a bit of a bold one from the Raiders. And as for the Panthers, we will go... We'll actually go for a tie here. We'll go for both Jesse and Casey McLean, both of the brothers, that both score a try for the Panthers. And if I want to pick a second try scorer for Raiders, we'll go Chevy Stewart as well. So I've gone with the Sharks to win by 8, 30-22, and Raiders to win by 4, 22-18 over the Panthers. So those are my 2 tips for the first week of the preseason. Now I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. That will pretty much wrap it up here. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here, and click that notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I post a video or go live on YouTube. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this rather short video. Obviously, we'll get into more of the tipping next week, as next week for the second round, we have 8 games to go over, and then in round 3, there is only 7 games to cover, as 3 of the Vegas teams will not be playing in the third round, and only Panthers are not playing next week. But anyways guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you all next week for round 2 of the preseason challenge. Good luck to the 4 teams this week.